Hey guys, we are here to do a pick a card reading, which I don't do often, but I'm going to start doing more often. This is card number 1 with the Selenite and the Neon Awakening. This is card 2. I'm not sure what that stone is, and I can't remember what the name of this deck is. And this is What's the Tea, and I also don't know what the name of this stone is. This is deck or pile number 3. Choose your pile, take a second, and I will put timestamps below so that you know which one is your reading. Welcome in pile 1. Whew. I turned it over and guess what? 5 of Swords, first card, manipulation, mind games. If that's pretty much a good indicator. If that's what's going on in your situation, this is probably your pile. So, we'll start with that one. That's pretty clear and concise. So, let's go with some more. Let's find out what's going on with this 5 of Swords energy. Um, yeah. Let's see. Bear with me a moment. 111 on the clock. New beginnings. That's kind of a strange. You could be going into a new relationship, but that remains to be seen. So let's just take a look and see what we got. I'm going to pull from this numerology deck in a moment as well, but I just kind of want to get some more details about what's going on in the situation. Okay. Spirit, what does this 5 of Swords have to do with pile number 1 and their situation? What's going on? Drama Queen. Oh, thirsty chaos causing. Oh, damn. There's a lot of chaos. And could be Drama King, Drama Queen. Someone could have come in between your situation with your person, or your person could be the Drama Queen or King. Thirsty, causing chaos. Forbidden love. Uh-oh. Tragedy. That's crazy. Alright, what else? There's a lot of deception here. Playing to win, victory at all costs, silence. Oof. What else, Spirit? What do we need to know? This is a funky energy. Oh, it feels funky right here. I don't like this. Oof, don't love it a lot. But for some of y'all going through it, I mean, I understand. I'm not taking all this, but I will take this one. Obsession, must have, indulgence, forbidden love. Oh, okay. Either you were the third party, or your person put you in a third party and you didn't know it. Yep. Not yuck on you, yuck on them for being a bag of, you know what? Recalling, though. This person is reminiscing. They want to return. So if there's been an aspect of forbidden love, all these cards, I'm not taking all these, but I'm going to take this one. Racing, I'm running and avoiding. They may have run from you. In fact, they may have allowed someone to come in between your situation because, and may have chosen someone over you. I feel like a lot of drama has ensued. There's an unconditional love, and this came out. I'm not taking all those because those actually, there's an unconditional love. There's a financial issue here. Child support, alimony, taxes. It also shows like a gavel with money. This person could be serving karma for doing you dirty. There's handcuffs here as well. Goodness, what type of pile is this? Let's pull some numerology and see what's up. Because I mean, not everyone's pile, I'm sure, are going to be this. It's going to be this dramatic, but this pile, this person's put you through a crap load. Let's just put it like that. This person has dragged you through the mud. They love you, but this person is a chaos king or queen. They have a lot of work to do on self. They do have an obsession for you, though. They have an unconditional love as well. And they're thinking about the times when you were together and they want back in. But with all this manipulation, drama, and stuff, you may still be that forbidden love. So I want to say if this person tries to come in, ooh, you have to use your intuition, but what I'm feeling, it's strongly a no because the person hasn't done their work. Step outside of your comfort zone. This person needs to do their work. They've been in their comfort zone. And this drama queen, the one that they may have chosen over you, or the person that they were with, that, this is a level of chaos that this person is used to. Okay, with this comfort zone, it tells me that this person this is normalcy for this person. This person grew up in a very chaotic household, had a chaotic life of sorts. A fiery climax approaches. Don't be surprised if this person pops up out of nowhere. Full moon in Aries, you could be dealing with an Aries, and I'm going to pull just one more off of this. One more. One more. Great. Okay, I may not pull anymore because I don't force it. If I don't get anything this go round, I won't be getting any more. Okay, we're going to move on from that deck. There are more to get, though. Let's see. Got a couple decks. Now back here. Another like to have. Alright. Okay, we know that there's a lot of chaos surrounding this situation. Okay. Distorted. They had a distorted view on how relationships should be. My views on relationships are distorted from past experiences. Exactly. Now, this person could have come in. You could have been a breath of fresh freaking air. And totally somebody that they're not used to. Maybe you have your crap together and you have done your healing or in the process of doing your healing, and this person just wasn't. They were clearly very far behind you in the whole healing thing and getting out of chaos and that comfort zone. And perhaps you make a habit of stepping outside of your comfort zone and you do counseling, you do healing, you do whatever it takes to get it done. I do see here weirdos, though. You make me feel comfortable in my skin. I can be myself with you. This is my favorite card in this deck. I love this. I love this. Card is beautiful. You made this person feel accepted. But for whatever reason, the forbidden love, they could have been in a single space, but chose somebody because you didn't fit the mold, or you didn't fit what they felt society would be accepting of. Anyway, I'm sorry. I hope you've been able to hear me the whole time. My chaos. Major chaos. Sorry. Microphone. Didn't have it on. It was sitting over here in a heap. Hopefully you've been able to hear me over that air conditioner. There's a lot of chaos. A lot of chaos. I have to calm down for a moment. This person wants back in desperately. They're feeling like, oh shit, I really screwed this up bad and I don't know what to do to fix it, is what I'm hearing. It's almost like coming through like like a first person type of narrative. I want the collective so bad. I know I have to change. How do I change? How do I change? There's like a whole anxious. It's so much anxiety because you made this person feel seen, heard, but you also saw through their bullshit and you could see the manipulation. You could see the things that they weren't saying. You could read in between the lines. So this person, while they could be themselves with you, they could not pull wool over your eyes. And they know that in order to come back in, they must step out of their comfort zone. What else? Let's see, what do I want to get? Oh, excuse me. I am going to pull, I love the alchemy deck. This is Kim Cran's alchemy deck. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's beautiful. I love it, love it, love it. It's very deep. So I want to know what this person is doing to make changes so that they can come toward the collective, if any. Oh, okay. Summer. Something could have happened in the summer. Hang tight for a moment, though. A lot of heat in the summer. I see like an apple. And you know what this reminds me of? Again, with this tragedy of forbidden love, the apple reminds me of Adam and Eve. But other than that, I will check. What else? What is the collective's person doing to be able to move toward the collective? Healing, otherwise, whatever. If anything, Spirit. I'm going to pull this card. I'm feeling drawn to it. Glass. All right. I see a beautiful river here. I'm feeling a lot of water energy. Air also. So let's look up these two guys here. I'm going to put my glasses on. This knight in armor is shining at me. This person wants to show you what real love is, but they're trying to figure it out for themselves. Protect your heart and show you an everlasting love. This person wants that. Let's see. Glass. Speculum. Transparency. Oh, okay. They know they have to come in and be transparent with you. Glass says, glass transmits a sacred exchange between the alchemist and their work. Through the glass vessel, the alchemist sees their work, and the work sees the alchemist. See what I said just a moment ago about feeling seen? You may have also felt very seen from this person, even if they did come in chaos. You probably very much felt seen and heard around this person. Because in your childhood, you may have had a rough childhood too. Just because you've done your healing does not mean that you don't still crave somebody who can relate to what you've gone through. What was once clouded in confusion becomes focused. What was once veiled becomes obvious. How are you currently seeing the world? What is your perspective? They're gaining a new perspective. This is like Hanged Man. The glass card can be thought of as a gift of true perception. With it, you naturally focus on what is most central in your life. All else falls to the periphery. Sorry. The next right action becomes clear. They're trying to figure out how to move toward you properly. That is what they're doing right now. The next right action becomes clear. Glass is fragile by nature and requires regular cleaning, so find daily practices that align your vision to what is true. They're learning to manifest. It is easy to slip into an old mode of seeing. They may have been pessimistic, and they may have had a tendency to think about what could go wrong rather than what could go right. Particularly someone else's way of seeing things. They're also overcoming, if they felt like they would be judged by friends, family, what have you, for going into this relationship. Maybe there was an age difference, a race difference, a class difference, whatever. They're learning that they don't need to see it through someone else's lens. It doesn't matter what other people see. It's what they feel and what they know to be true. So hold steady to your new alchemical lenses. They're trying to maintain their own thought processes and not be influenced by others. Their power is mighty. To ponder, the sand becoming glass. Under pressure, I feel like when something like this, when sand is pressed, it becomes glass, but only until it is pressed under pressure. It's almost like a pearl. There's got to be pressure in order to make glass out of sand. Glass is a separator. It puts a clear barrier between the observer and the observed. Ponder on this distance making and whether it is serving or hindering. They could be keeping a distance from you too, obviously, to figure themselves out. So I feel like that's the case as well. Some speak of rose-colored glasses that shift our perspective. Take inventory of what lens you're looking through. Is the glass muddy, colored, cracked, or crystal clear? They're becoming clear on what they can and can't do and what they must do to get to the point where they can do it. Because it is what they want. They have that unconditional, genuine love. And although it scares the shit out of them to be seen because they don't feel like they're enough, they feel like if their mask falls off, you're not going to like what you see. Or there could be truths that they held from you that they must be honest with you about, that if they lift the veil on this, they know they got to come correct. So being seen is a wonderful thing and a scary thing for somebody who has lived in this Five of Swords mind games. Really scary because they're scared to death that you won't like what you see underneath, or that you will be so upset with what they have to come in and tell you, a truth, that you're just going to be like, no, no, thank you. Absolutely not. That is unacceptable. But that's a fear, and they live in fear, and they're trying to get clear on the truth. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. I gotta find. Here we go. Summer. Fullness, vitality, sensuality. Well, they're fantasizing about you, can tell you that much. To experience summer is to be embodied. The summer air kisses every crevice of our body, opening us up in ways long forgotten. Lust, desire, laughter, sweat, physicality. These are all expressions of summer's fullness shining through. When this card appears, know that the senses are heightened. They're feeling all their feelings. But they're also maybe seeing you online, and they're thinking, I want her or him or them or whatever. You know, summer will soon pass. This is, keep in mind, like all alchemical seasons. Oh, hold on. I missed a whole spot. When this card appears, know that the senses are heightened and the work is nearing full expression. They're getting closer. It may feel as though things are electrified or about to burst. They could be trying to keep themselves from racing forward towards you because you are the one that they want. You are who they want. And they're trying to refrain from doing so that they can work on their stuff. Because what they don't want is to come in and hurt you again. They're recalling, reminiscing about returning and what they can do. But right now, they have to assess what is going on within first. So revel in this time of ripening and rhythm. Celebrate, gather, connect. Whether the season is literal or metaphorical, let yourself be swept into the pulse of these hot and heavy nights to ponder all that is ripening. They're growing up. Recall a summer memory. Put pen and page and write about it for a few moments. Fill the page quickly, letting the waves of summer sensations wash through you. Summer is the season of fire. If this card appears with other hot cards, take note. The work may be in need of cooling and anchoring. Well, yeah. I mean, there's passion. There's a lot of a fiery climax approaching. They're thinking a lot about you in a physical fashion as well, big time. So that is what they're doing. They're trying to hold back because they know that they need to come correct, step out of their comfort zone. So that is what is going on, and I hope that helped. Pile 1, thank you so much. And I will move on to pile 2 now. And actually, no, you know what? One more thing. I have these tiles and charms that I never use. All right. So, oh, wow, that's interesting. 2 things. We got a citrine, amethyst. So those could be important to you. Let's try and get I can't feel because I have fingernails. So I'm trying to find, okay, so we got music. There could definitely be a musical connection. We got 2 moons, Cancerian energy, Piscean energy. Big time. One is blue, or green, bluish green. And the other one, it's like, check this out. Cute, because these 2 moons, one is facing one way. It's like you guys are puzzle pieces and you match. They face each other. One is actually technically a puzzle piece, and they're figuring themselves out on how to come together with their other half. You being their other half. I don't know if you can see that or not. Facing each other. They know they need to face you with the truth, We have a unicorn. No, that's not a unicorn. It's a horse. Horses may be. That reminds me of the chariot, more Cancerian energy and like forward movement. There's also a skull and crossbones here. So with the skull and crossbones, they may feel like, you know, they really poisoned the situation, that it was super toxic. And they could have. You know, we have R, Y, U. I'm feeling Ryan. I'm hearing Ryan. Hurry, Hury. I feel like they need to hurry up. Curry, someone may like curry. Hubby, tubby, chubby. How cute. Not too many vowels. I'm going to try and pull a couple more tiles. E, O, I see HOE, HOES. They could have had to get rid of some of their. I see shoe. Somebody could have serious. I see boat. I see house. That's, I mean, I feel like there was a house. Rosie, Rose. I'm feeling Thomas. Chosen. They want to choose you. Chosen. Done. They may feel like you feel like you're done. Sade, SADE, sad. There's another Sade, is another musical connection. Sure, shout. They may feel like if they come back that you're going to be angry, upset, and, verbal with them. Maybe that's what they're used to. Why, who, what, when, how. Oh my gosh. Literally spells every single one of those. Down, they want to be down for you. Becky, Brian, Andy, Bath, Candy. They find you to be very sweet. Somebody could also be named Candy. Boy. If they're a male, they may want to go from boy to a man. Tan, they could have a, olive skin tone or a dark skin tone. Home. With the W, you could turn that upside down to be an M. Home. All right, guys, that's what I got. And hopefully that is helpful for you. And maybe you want to go and get yourself some citrine or some amethyst. And I hope this helps. On to pile 2. Take care. Hey, pile 2. Hopefully you are absolutely amazing. Today I am pulling your cards. If you chose this crystal and you chose this deck, yours is at home. A place the heart longs to be. And I have once again misplaced my microphone. No, I haven't. It's sitting right here. It's where it's supposed to be. Imagine that. So let's pull some cards. Pile 2. Things are falling into my lap. We have the new pearl. Okay, that's one card. I'm going to get 2 cards from this. And then we will go on to read these cards after a while. But I'm going to get some situational cards to find out what the situation is. Right. This is for pile 2, Spirit. What do we need to know about the situation the collective's coming here for? Pile 2. Pile 2, Spirit. What else? Okay. Separation. Oh my goodness. The separation. Someone wants to come home. That I can say. All right. We have home, separation, and the new pearl. Let me do a few good shuffles here. And I may actually also pull off of a different deck. Well, let's see. I'm going to take that one. Meeting. 2 or more people discussing and planning. So I feel like there's in separation, but there's some planning happening. The new pearl feels like a new beginning to me. Let's see. What else, Spirit? What else do we want to know? What else do we need to know about pile 2 and their situation that they're coming here for today? Whoa, okay. Realizations. Someone is having some realizations. There's some awareness, finding out, coming to light. So some truths may be coming to light here. This is Margarita Preciosa, which in Spanish, I don't know what margarita is, but oh, magnetic. Someone finds you to be absolutely magnetic. Unexplainable pull towards you. They're being pulled towards you. You bring this person wholeness. They're overjoyed when being with you. You make them smile. And seriously, they just are super happy. But they're in mental lockdown. Have been in some sort of a mental prison or confinement. This is a connection that it's heavenly protected. Okay? That much we can determine on those things. What else, Spirit? What do we need to... Okay. That was fast. Someone has been in a heart fog. Giving mixed signals. Blocked emotions. Oh my gosh, seriously. Realizations, epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. Awareness, finding out, coming to light. Look at that. 2 different, sorry guys. Realizations. 2 different decks, realizations. This is feeling very much like if you felt inclined toward pile 1 also, there's messages there for you too. Second chance, reconciliation, making amends. They want a second opportunity. The first one had the undertones on that one right away were, chaos. That one was a far more chaotic pile, honestly. This one is just someone having realizations, and it could be a progression of past, present, and possibly future. So, if you're feeling called to all 3, feel free to watch from the beginning, and it may be that type of reading. I don't know. For some of you. Because it feels very much like a progression to me. Because at this point, this person's having some big, big realizations here. They may still be a bit foggy and trying to figure things out. What do we need to know for pile 2, Spirit? What do we need to know for pile 2, please? Pile 2. Whoa. Take the first one, but not all of them. Cadence. You are my muse, my inspiration to create your... The realizations are definitely about you. This person, there could be a musical connection. In fact, the charms that I pulled had musical notes such as the ones on this card. That was one of the charms that I pulled. So you guys could have a very big musical connection. What else, Spirit? What else? Okay. Evil eye. All eyes are on you. There's jealousy, envy, and negativity being thrown your way. If you know that there was a third party involvement, as was in pile 1, they may know about you. So protect your energy at this time. Because if they do know about you and they know that the collective person, your person, is choices. There we go. It's making a choice that is not for them, that they want to come towards you. They will definitely be upset about it. Obviously, And there will be jealousy. And this could be a mom. There could be evil eye come from the mom. If there is, like I mentioned in the first pile, if there is a parental figure that would present as a third party rather than a love interest, that person could also be throwing an evil eye. If you can see, I wear mine. Have one on my car too. A decision between love and fear. We fall in love by chance and stay by choice. This person wants a second chance. You do make this person extremely happy, and maybe it's at the point where this person's never really been happy because they've been living for someone else all the time, like a parent. They've been trying to gain the acceptance of a parent who has never accepted them in the past in any which way, shape, or form. Wish granted. You are my purpose fulfilled. You're my sun, moon, and stars. There were references to the sun in the last one and moon. You are my everything. Sweets. You are like candy cake and chocolate. The decadence of your soul makes me melt. Psychic. Your intuition scares me. How much do you really know about me? This person may very much feel, or you could have said something to this person that came true. And they're like, holy shit. Why do you know that? Why did that just happen? And you told me that was going to happen a while ago. I'm going to pull some tarot too, because I started off with one tarot card for pile 1, and that was mind games. It was deception. So, yeah. What else do we want to know or need to know? Not just what we want to know, Spirit, but what we need to know about pile 2's situation. Or if this is a continuation of pile 1, what is the present state of the matter? If that's relevant for you, pile 2. What do we need to know? What do we? Okay. Show the world the real you. Be authentic. This is, I'm trying to figure out too what this person is currently sitting in. The energy the person is currently sitting in. Okay. So, a new start is coming. With this wish granted and a decision, you are my purpose fulfilled. This person wants a new start. There's reconciliation. There was reconciliation in the last pile. So this person wants reconciliation. I want to, I'm going to read the alchemy cards as I did last. And that's what they're doing. Death. They're doing changes. That's what they're doing. They're making changes. They're getting out of the 9 of Swords, restless, sleepless nights. They don't want any more of that. They're doing what it takes in the present to make the changes necessary to come back into union. And that is beautiful. The death and rebirth. They're having, with the death card, they're having transformation right now. They may be working on wounding. Let's see what the alchemy says. This is very exciting. They're trying to work on also becoming the truest version of themselves. Also beautiful. Let's see. Separation is pretty much, the new pearl. Separation is evident, but we'll read about it too. They may be trying to separate from a third party if that's the case, or separate their beliefs from someone else's beliefs that have been holding them back. That's what I'm getting off that card. We already know that when this person, with them coming in with the reconciliation and second chances, this is a separation pile, as was the last one. So if you're not in at least a break with this person of some sort, whether it's like you feeling this person pull apart or pull away, or if you're in outright separation, you could have been there for a minute, there's something. Or if there's this, like I said, if there's a third party or belief system, third parties can also be belief systems, limiting beliefs, things that no longer serve, so on and so forth. Then they could be separating from that. But let's read the new pearl. Grit, irritation, and waiting. Waiting. I'm being called to say that if you know that they're in a romantic third party, there is waiting here. While they're working on self, they're trying to prepare themselves, and they're trying not to, with this evil eye here, they feel locked down. They're trying to get out of that. They're breaking free. There's a magnetic pull towards you, but they want that new start with you. But they have to figure out how the hell to get out of this. They are going within and trying to figure out how to get out of it. They're having understandings, epiphany, and awakenings, though. Protect your energy again. The new pearl is one of the greatest promises of alchemy. From a single grain of sand. And the last pile, I believe that the alchemy card talked about, one of the cards talked about sand, or it also could have been Saturday's reading. So this will probably be uploaded on Sunday. If you watched yesterday's reading, it could have talked about sand, and it was talking about like glass. It was the last reading, matter of fact. It was glass that the last reading got on the alchemy. And it also talked about, you know, how glass needs to be pressurized sand needs to be pressurized in order for it to turn into glass. But here we go again. This is really reminiscent of it. From a single grain of sand, the pearl forms slowly but surely in the salty mouth of the oyster. The new pearl emerges as an alchemical miracle, a sight unimaginable at the outset. That said, the process is generated from irritation itself, such as the medicine of the new pearl card. The work is underway, but the gem has not yet formed. They're working on themselves. Don't become petty and hasty, seeking a return on your efforts. So they're trying to hold back on being too hasty on coming in towards you before they are finished separating from this other mindset, wounding. They don't want to come in and hurt you. They don't wish to come in and hurt you again. I'm being called to say again, because I feel like in the past this person did hurt you. Rather, turn to patience, consistency, and humility to remedy the discomfort. Let the magic of time and salt water do its work. Relax, believe, and support a fellow alchemist in finding the grit that will become their pearl. Don't worry about you right now. The entire ocean is your ally. The pearl turning back into sand to ponder. The pearl is made from only one grain of sand, one irritant. Take a moment to thank this irritant for being so consistently challenging, allowing the pearl to begin its formation. You were the catalyst in this person's awakening. You may have been the irritant, and not in a bad way, but in a grating way. Like, this person has got such feeling such a magnetic pull towards you that they knew, and may have even told you that in order to come towards you properly, they needed to change. They knew they needed to make a change in themselves that would allow themselves to be the partner that you are worthy of. Plain and simple. They didn't feel worthy the way that they were to come in. They wanted you, but they knew that they needed to do the work. And that's what's happening now. Take note of this card, or take note if this card appears with the Wise Salt card or any other card associated with the element of water. Let them amplify the message of the new pearl. Water energy is real strong and was in the last one as well. Aquarius energy as well. We have Aquarius on the board. Okay. And let's see separation. Let me find it in the beginning because pardon, guys. It'll take me just a few more minutes to find separation. Of course, it's in the back of the book. 231. Okay. Second to last page. So I've been called for that to say that this person will come back in, but it's going to be a surprise as to when that's due to happen. Separation is the greatest alchemical operation of the sword. It occurs when substances are pulled apart for their highest good, either willingly or unwillingly. The fissure may take place suddenly with a swift blow of the axe excuse me, or slowly over time with a dull blade. So, no matter how separation occurs, it will likely be a painful process for all involved. Images of swords and knives, battles, rebellion, breakups, divorce, and atom splitting are expressions of separation. The good news is that separation prepares the individual for a more conscious union down the line. This is talking about their separation from someone else, something else, beliefs, so on, so forth. So they can come into the divine union that they know that they're supposed to have with you. It releases stagnant energy and allows the parts to see themselves as individuals. Also, they're overcoming any codependency. 1711 on the clock as I look up. They're working on overcoming any codependency issues that they may have right now, whether that is financial. I don't know if the financial card came up in this one, but it definitely did in the last one. The home, they may need to move. The stage is the prerequisite for conjunction, union, love. Through the pain of separation, we come to accept and love ourselves as we truly are, and in turn, we love the world. And here's the other part. They cannot come in and love you like you need to be loved and should be loved and deserve to be loved if they cannot love themselves. They must come in and love themselves. They have to learn to do that, which means letting loose of, if someone berated them when they were a child, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, stop crying, you're a man, whatever, all of the harsh things that parents can sometimes try and toughen your boys up, especially our male children, and sometimes our female children too, because they don't know how to handle us. But in that, they diminish they make us stuff our feelings. We eat our feelings. Some of us gain weight because of it. We eat our feelings. We learn to go cold. We learn to manipulate to get attention or love or affection. And that carries us all throughout our lives. So they need to separate themselves from that in order to come towards you. And they need to learn with this full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you, that they're okay as they are, that they are worthy and they are whole and they are loved and they can be loved and they can be seen. And you see this person, but being seen, and this with this card, the psychic card, your intuition scares me. How much do you really know about me? They're terrified that you're going to see the real them and not like what you see. And that's very sad. I said I was going to pull a tarot card. I'm just going to pull one. Is there anything else that we need to know, Spirit? Oh my gosh, here we freaking go. Twin Flame. As was the last card, our last pile. Twin Flame Awakening card. This card says, Twin Flame Reunion. 1. Divine Union. Submission and control. Complete and life purpose. I'm being called to say that if you know that you are in a twin flame journey, that you have a purpose together. Hopefully that helps for you to know what's going on in your pile too. Thank you, and see you again next time. And again, if this feels like a forward progression, check out pile 3. We'll see. I haven't recorded it yet. Hey guys, hope everyone is well. If you pick the What's the Tea or this card, then yeah, this is your reading, pile 3. Okay, so I got girl fight, arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. So that's not good. What the heck is going on, guys? What's happening? Let's see what we got. What are we going to go with? We're going to go with this one. Last one had the evil eye, so I really would encourage you to protect self. With this girl fight out here, I mean, somebody... Okay, hold on. All the drama, pile 3. The first one was real chaotic. Lockbox, closed in, trapped, and frustrated. Dang, what's with the craziness today? I thought maybe this was going to be a forward progression of pile 1s and 2s, but I don't know. I don't know. This could be past energy. We'll see. Let me get all the cards out here. There's that magnetic card, and I shuffled very well. On the table, offer, proposal, commitment. Somebody's not going to like that. Someone is not liking it. What else? Okay. Breaking point. Releasing. Oh, yeah. Yep. Letting go, moving on, and walking away. Your person is making the move. This is a progression of pile 3. I think that someone feels such a magnetic pull towards you, they can't resist. They cannot. They're at the final straw. They're overwhelmed, and they're at their breaking point. They need to. They're going to be sending messages. That's what this is, like a progression. It's been 1, 2, and 3. So if you were called to all piles or had found yourself having a very difficult time choosing between the piles, I would absolutely recommend start at 1 and work your way through, because this is very much telling a forward story. Okay, what else? I'm going to just take from the same decks that I've been taking from. I've shuffled the cards in between, but I'm going to give you a shuffle again. Crap. Stay. What else, Spirit? What do we need to know? What else do we need to know? What else? You. It's always been you, baby. It's always been you. You make me feel alive. I choose you without a doubt. My heart yearns for you. Heartbreak. The wrong choice was made, and now listen. Breaking point. Heartbreak. They know they made a choice. They have to make a choice. They didn't know whether they just wanted to be friends or lovers, or if they were ready to give you what you needed. But you know what? Now they are. Very, very much they are. They may have focused on a good time, not a long time, but now they realize that they need to be focused on enjoying time with you and every moment that they're able to spend with you. This person that they were with, they made the wrong choice. They sat in their heartbreak. But this could cause drama. I'm going to tell you. And I hate messages like this. Nobody wants to be bringing drama to anybody's freaking door. And I don't think that your person wants to bring the drama to your door. But whoever they were dealing with, listen. If your person was the person in pile 1 in the first place, all the drama, the manipulation, mind games, all the nonsense, guess what? They were also playing mind games with the person that they chose over you. If you know that there is a third party, okay? And it's real heavy on the third party, like love interests with third party, okay? Not everybody is going to resonate with that, but with this girl fight, Now, I will say this. If it was a parent or older children or something that got in the way, whatever, arguments, the parents and older children, I mean, the physical fight, though, I don't know about all that. I don't know. But arguments, certainly. Certainly. They could have been really at war with. I'm also being called to say, let me slow down for a moment. Because these type cards bring me major anxiety. Major anxiety. Nobody wants drama in the future, especially if this is the third part to the telenovela over here. They could have been fighting with themselves too, and fighting with their inner divine feminine energy. And, whether they could nurture this or not and all that. So, I mean, there are some things, but there are also some confessions. They need to come clean about some stuff. So there may be some things that you're not even aware of. But with them making the wrong choice, there still are those that do not have a third party love interest. So don't make it fit if it isn't your story, okay? But whatever the mindset, the third party is, it's going to be a third party one way or another. Adult children, mindset, parents, jobs, love interest, whatever, karmic love interest, what have you. Something got in the way of you and your person. Whether it was like maybe there was an age gap and they felt like people would laugh at them if they brought you forward because you're older than them or younger than them or whatever, and they felt the society on their neck, you know, their parents on their neck, the just disapproval. And perhaps if this person had an abusive parent in childhood, it doesn't make any difference. That inner child is always still trying to gain the acceptance of their parent. Plain and simple. Okay? Um, but they realize though, with this piece, they want you. It's only ever been you. You make me feel alive, I choose you without a doubt. Offer, proposal, commitment, magnetic, unexplainable pull, can't resist. Wrong choice was made, and now they sit in the pain of losing you. Okay? Confession, they knew. They're at their breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelm, messages. It's a very clear, very clear, very clear message. They want to bring you an offer of love. They know they have to come correct. They expect a message. This is definitely an expect a message. But let's see. I want to see what energy that this person is in. And also, I'm going to get tarot. I'm going to get tarot first. I'm going to get tarot first. Oh, man, this is like your person's anxious about this. I can tell you that right now. They want this and they know they need to make a leap of faith. They don't want to juggle you anymore with the Two of Pentacles reversed. They know they cannot juggle you with whatever the hell they were. Okay. Whatever they were juggling you with in the past, they can't do it anymore. And they want a new start, you know? They're manifesting you. They were manifesting a new start. They know that they could have abundance with you. Okay? What else? What else? Hierophant, marriage. You know, they resisted change in the past, but know that they had to come with it. And they had a challenge. They resisted challenging their beliefs surrounding their, you know, whatever type of an upbringing they had. Could have been like, oh yeah, you know, you don't, you know, whatever the case. Maybe you're more spiritual, they're more religious. They had to challenge some things. They had to put to death their, you know, belief system. And that's what they've done. What else? Okay, I'm not taking all that. Ace of Wands. They have a serious passion. Serious passion. And look at here. Eight of Swords. This, where the hell is that card? Or it may have been in the last spot. Lockbox. Closed in, trapped and frustrated. Eight of Swords. Basically, this Eight of Swords came out in reverse. This Eight of Swords equals this lockbox. This mental, closed in, trapped and frustrated. This is like a war of the mind, a mental prison, so on and so forth. This came out in reverse. This is where they are now. They have overcome this. This is the past. This is the present. They have overcome this mental prison, whatever the hell it is. Beautiful. That is absolutely, they are releasing things that no longer serve. They are moving on, releasing and letting go. And that's people, places, and things that no longer serve them. Because it's only ever been you, babe. It's only ever been you. They have a major desire. We have two aces. And that is unusual for two aces to come out. These are a passionate new beginning. An abundant, beautiful new beginning. What I would like to see is the Ace of Swords too, with that truth and clarity. What is this? Three of Pentacles. They know that they didn't work, because I turned this upside down. They know that they did not put in the work before. They did not put in the work and the dedication to make anything happen with you, and they know they need to, and now they have the strength to do so. A brave heart, strong-willed, independent, endgame. You are their endgame. And now they are finding the confidence and the power to step into that Emperor energy. That is absolutely beautiful. Okay. So we need a Moonology card, and we need the. I love this. I love this. This shows so much strength, and they are at that final straw. They're there. Expect a message, pile 3. And again, if this isn't your message, go back to pile 1. Maybe it's a different timeline. And it feels like it's a timeline increase 1, 2, and 3. And in that forward progression 1, 2, and 3. It's very cool. I love it. I love it, love it. And I definitely didn't intend it to be. I was trying for 3 different piles, maybe some different situations, maybe someone coming in for new love. But no, 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 no. This person taking over the whole. This collective is absolutely taking over the whole energy of all 3 piles, just in a different time frame. Past, present, future. And again, for you, you could be starting in pile 1 and not quite yet to pile 2 or pile 3. Take it as it resonates. Don't make it don't force it to fit. Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 3, please? I'm going to give this 3 more shuffles. Spirit, what do we need to know for pile 3? What do we need to know for pile 3? What do we need to know? Dang. What do we need? No. What do we need to know for pile 3? Anything else? Yep. Be bold and make the first move. They know that they need to do that, and they will be. Hold your vision. Oh, Lord. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. A big nod to Aquarius here, because I think I saw Aquarius somewhere else as well. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. That is beautiful, guys. They know, and they will be, bringing love into the situation. They have their vision fixed on you. They will be making the first move, and the end of a tough cycle approaches. That says it all. One more thing. I just want to know what the collective's person, or pile 3's person, has learned in this process. What lessons, whatever, what are they moving through? What energy are they sitting in? Whatever Spirit wants us to know. What do you want us to know, Spirit? What Divine, what do you want us to know? I'm feeling that one. Iron. Solid. It reminds me of. Okay, I'm not. I don't want to take 4 cards, so I got to read all of these. But we are actually moving through this one fairly quickly. Antimony, resin, synchronicity, and iron. Interesting. Okay, let's read. Let us read. Unus mundus, synchronicity. $2.15 is an 8. $2.15. All right, we will go with synchronicity first. The Unus Mundus, okay, it says source, destiny, the miraculous message. This is a destined connection for sure. The Unus Mundus is the presiding deity of alchemy. It arrives to remind us that we are not alone in our queries or our journey. What are we here to do? You guys have a mission together. What pulls us forward? Unanswerable questions are timeless fuel for the flames of transformation. Mystics before us have uttered the same questions while tinkering in their laboratory. Do not underestimate the brave act of your attention to the details of your daily life. Yeah, they've been actually focused instead of trying to disassociate and distract. That's the other word that's coming. They're actually fully focused on each moment as it comes. To the ecology of our world. What you notice matters. You matter. And you, collective, matter to this person. And they are taking in some self-love with this synchronicity as well. Everything is a living symbol, a synchronicity. Its guidance is sent directly from the alchemists who have come before you to encourage you along the way, to see the deeper meaning of what is in front of you. So they see that it is you and it has always been you, collective. The miracle of your conception. You are a miracle in their opinion. When Unus Mundus appears, something you cannot yet see is taking shape. It will soon emerge to support you. Trust, breathe, the miracle awaits. Something that seems really miraculous is happening for you, and that is beautiful. Synchronicity is the way the world of mysteries claims our attention. Something is sure to stick out to you today. A word, an image, lyrics, a memory. There's that musical connection. It's been in all three piles, and I never pulled tiles for pile number 2, darn it. Crap, sorry, pile number 2. I'll try to remember for you pile number 3. If not, go back to pile number 1 and maybe you'll take it out of that since it seems to be forward progression. Okay, so that's 1. Iron. Magnetism. Holy crap. The magnetic card is come up. Where's the magnetism? Where are you, magnetism? Magnetism. It could be journaling as well. There's a journal card that I didn't talk about. But that last card that we just talked, the synchronicity, we talked about a word. It could be journaling things. But this magnetism, twice related. Iron, magnetism, reliability. They're becoming more reliable and they're stepping into their own power here. Iron is a reliable metal that can withstand great pressure. Over the centuries, we have come to utilize this metal extensively, mixing it with carbon to create the steel bridges. They're building a bridge back to you, I heard. Mix, let's see, highways and infrastructures that span across the globe. They want to travel with you. In alchemy, iron is associated with the planet Mars, and it shares its qualities of being strong, assertive, and it has Aries connotations as well as Scorpio. I think Scorpio, pretty sure, but definitely Aries. Warlike, potentially. They've gone to war with their belief systems and someone else with the girl fight out there. It really literally said at war. They've really gone to war with their beliefs. At war. Iron dwells at the center of Earth, so they've really gone within. So when all else feels lost, go inward. There's a deep magnet there that pulls you toward what is steady and true. You are steady and true, pile 3. For the moment, put your words and weapons down and let yourself be held by the structure that is already in place. Ponder, iron is in our bloodstream. It's just you. Watch for planetary pairings between all the metals and planet cards. Iron and Mars appearing in one reading indicate a great conflict looms. Well, no, yeah, they've been at great conflict with self. In esoteric wisdom traditions, Mars and iron are associated with the gallbladder, and it may be time to contemplate what can be broken down and what must remain. So they have had to break down, like I said, old belief systems and relationships that no longer serve. All right, guys, let's see. Got resin. Holding, adhering, surrounding. Resin is a miraculous, that is the second reference to miracles. So expect miracles to happen and this person popping out of nowhere when you least expect it. It offers both stability and transparency, and they know they were going to come with those confessions and be transparent with you. And that's how you're going to know that this person has evolved past the craziness of pile 1. For centuries, sculptors and activists have used it to capture an object in time and place, preserving it for observation or adoration. They adore you. And even if they've been separate and away from you, they still, if they've had an opportunity or a way to do so, they've been keeping their eyes on you. being also called to say. Envision a delicate insect or flower suspended in a paperweight. Such is the alchemical energy of resin. Its qualities are protective, sealing, and hardening. When this card appears, there's a holding that's occurring, either literally or psychically. While well intended, someone may be limiting the one they wish to protect. There may be an aspect of nostalgia at work in the laboratory, an unwillingness to let go or change. No, I don't. They're not letting go of you. On the other hand, the resin card can indicate preservation of which is most valued, you, a return to what's been lost, you. To ponder the bond. The original forms of resin came from the boughs of the pine tree and the bee. Let your mind wander into metaphors of pine pitch and propolis. Sorry. I swear I can read, I promise. With its sap-like stickiness, the resin card affects the whole reading. It indicates the cards that appear are bonded together, and likely you're witnessing an old pairing or pattern. Yeah, because you guys have been together for lifetimes, is what I'm being called to say. Antimony, and that's it. And I'm going to wrap the reading. Oh, and I actually went right to it. Wildness, fierceness, hunger. This person has a major desire for you. Yeah, that's been real apparent. In medieval times, antimony became known as the Grey Wolf of alchemy. This was due to the metalloid's unpredictable qualities and its ability to eat away at materials in the laboratory. Gold is one of the few materials to withstand contact with it. For these reasons, this card must be read with delicacy. On one hand, it represents the wild and free spirit that longs to express itself in the world. On the other hand, it represents a fierceness that can turn destructive or corrosive at the drop of a hat. The message here is clear. Channel the Grey Wolf energy toward creativity. Challenge it to come out from the shadows and express itself. Embark on the creative project or adventure that's calling you. And they could have started some type of thing that has been calling them in this time apart, rather than focusing on why you can't. Once you begin, don't quit. The Grey Wolf responds to respect, not repression, to ponder, corrosion as medicine. They had to break it all down. Like the transformation. Think about this. Oh hell, Michelle, seriously. When a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, it goes into the chrysalis and it turns into mush. It goes into a whole corrosion state. I mean, it's gross. It's mushy. It's sticky and like resins, sticky and weird while it's still wet until it's cohesive again. And it turns into butterfly and it gains its wings and then eventually breaks out of the chrysalis and it's like, I'm here and I'm changed. And that is what happening with your person. Another interpretation of this material is something that is eating away or wearing away at the situation or person. Let this possibility be open to deeper revelation. Yeah, they had to eat away at their belief system that was no longer serving them. Like many of the alchemy cards, this Grey Wolf can most easily be felt through the laboratory of the human body. Dance, run, shake, breathe. Guys, it's coming together. Expect a miracle and messages. And that's what I have for you today, pile 3. And thank you. And if you feel up to it, watch all through 3, as a progression. It was pretty interesting. And I will talk to you soon. I think I'll be doing more of these. Have a good day. Bye.